See, when you surround yourself with people that are better at something than you maybe, or have done something you haven't done, that's not competition. I was having a great conversation with a friend of mine the other day, and they were talking about competition in their area. They were talking about another business owner who's in the same industry, who's right around the corner from them, 20 minutes away, and they were using the term competition. And I laughed at them out loud. I laughed. Now, why did I laugh? Because I don't believe anybody's competition. You are a unique version of yourself. And this is what I told them. I said, man, you are so great at everything you do. You are the only version of you I've ever met in my life. People that don't work with you are absolutely crazy. But how do we know that that other person isn't the exact same way? How do we know that other person isn't an unbelievable human, isn't great at what they do, and couldn't teach us something? How do we know that that other individual isn't the kind of person that we could learn from, or maybe they should be a part of what we're doing? Or maybe we should be a part of what they're doing. When I look at that person as competition, I have a scarcity mindset. When I close off somebody outside because they're competition, I really am barricading myself off from the world of learning and growth. What are they doing that's great? If they're truly competitive with me, that's awesome. How can I learn from that person? What are they doing that maybe I'm not doing? How can I think differently? Like, that's where my brain goes. And let me tell you this, it didn't go there when I started in business. So I'm not going to sit here and tell you I always had this mindset. I remember going to a financial advisor conference and they told us, don't ever like other financial advisors. This was the advice on LinkedIn. Have a LinkedIn profile, but don't ever like anyone else in your industry. What dumb advice, horrible advice, stupid, closed-minded, ridiculous advice. It still bothers me today. I have friends that aren't friends with me on LinkedIn that are best friends with me in the real world, but they don't like me on LinkedIn because I'm competition. What a joke. We're not competition. We're friends. We learn from each other. I learn from those same people all the time, and I always will. If you're scared of having one of your clients see another person that does what you do, that's an insecurity for you. That has nothing to do with them. That's not positive. That's a scarcity mindset, and you're forgetting what makes you great. You're forgetting that your unique ability is something nobody else has. I'm obviously the only bald guy that does what I do. I mean, I can find whatever it is, whatever strength I want to accentuate, and I will catch on to it. But I'm not afraid to learn from other people. And I remember being at that conference and thinking, yeah, I'm not going to like anybody on LinkedIn that's doing what I do, because they can go in and see people just like you. And we need to delete that. And I remember thinking this way. And then as I got older, I started to be like, man, I wouldn't have learned half of the things I know today if I didn't actually learn from competition. Competition I watch in my backyard every night. I watch my two boys compete against each other in soccer one-on-one every night. One's 3 years older than the other one. I could tell you right now, the younger one gets better every single day because the older one pushes him to be better. They're competition today. The older one does not look at the younger one as competition. But he will be, especially if he keeps driving him to success. See, when you surround yourself with people that are better at something than you maybe, or have done something you haven't done, that's not competition. That's opportunity. It's growth. And you never know in life or in business when you could be on the same side of the team as them. You never know where that very person you view as competition could be your teammate, your partner. I've made some of the best partners and teammates in my life from people that at one time were competition. So I challenge you to think differently. If you don't surround yourself on social media and networking platforms with other people that do what you do, are you really allowing yourself to grow? Are you scared or nervous of something you shouldn't be? Why or why not? And look, if you're a transaction person and you don't understand where I'm coming from, I get it. It's no problem. You could be very, very successful as a transaction person in life. everything's a deal and it's about making the next deal, transacting something with someone for something. That's not how I look at life. I look at life as one relationship that we can continue to grow and learn from each other on. And if you do what I do, great. Teach me how to be better at it. If I can advise you in any capacity or I can help you grow, I'm going to be here to give it. And that's how I look at it. Competition is a great word when used properly. Driving towards success. That's what competition can do. Not closing ourselves off to really understanding how self-aware we should be to personal growth. Thanks for joining me. How do you feel about this topic? Is this something that you struggle with? Is it something that you are doing right now? Will you go and open up your LinkedIn page right now because I said this? Will you go onto Facebook and be friends with other people because you've watched this and thought differently? Tell me, share it with me, share it with your friends. I'd love to learn from you. Thanks for joining me.